It's our social media tips Tuesday. Hi, Tessa. I'm Laura Rubenstein. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to talk about this topic.
Slideshare. Like, who's talking about it these days?
Well, I think that you see it a lot on LinkedIn. So right now that's where I'm seeing it. And I've seen a little bit of an uptick in slide shares that are going out. So that's, and you actually found an article about it recently.
Yeah, it is there. It's been there for a long time.
Yes.
It was acquired by LinkedIn in 2021, and that really was a game changer. It was always really cool. You could put your presentations up there and have another place to have your content. But it's more than that. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I think of it as a content fry, like what we talk about for those little ways to get your content out there.
Yeah. Would you like fries with that? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, we have the content, the cornerstone pieces are like the potato, and then you can break that up into little content fries that you put out later. And so slide shares are just another way to get the information, your cornerstone information out to the base and then drive them back to your website or your blog.
Yeah, I like that. A content fry, a content tater, a content mashed potato, right?
Nugget, like you're just a little snack, So it's actually a really good way to reach a new audience because SlideShare is a different platform. So like everything that's out there, if you're over on LinkedIn, there's people that are there, right? So SlideShare is just another way to get your information out to a new base of people.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about why, other reasons why too. But you can think of SlideShare as YouTube for presentations, right? It's just a place you can add presentations, create a channel for yourself, and really start to get known. It's another place to get followers, but it's another place to get found organically, right?
Mhm.
Because you can showcase your brand there. You can repurpose like your fries,
Yep.
potatoes to your potato into different slices and different dishes. But it is such a great way to, without creating a whole new piece of content, you can use your content and maximize it, leverage it. If you're not
Yep.
leveraging your content, you're wasting time in effect. So that's why I like SlideShare. And you can get to SlideShare at slideshare.net, right? We didn't even say where you can get to it. And indirectly, and you can log in with your LinkedIn login. So let's talk about this. What kinds of content should we be repurposing into presentations on SlideShare?
Right. You can take parts of your blog and create a visual representation of the information, the key points that you're trying to cover in the blog. Some people are very visual, so it makes way more sense to be able to have that embedded on your blog. So you can actually embed the SlideShare code, and then they can visually pop through and look at the slides.
It's kind of like when you said that, I thought like, oh, an infographic in different slides. So
Yep.
you can take an infographic and put it into slides. You can take a blog and put it into slides. You can take a webinar and take your key points and put it into slide, or the whole thing.
Right. Right.
You
And you
know?
were talking about it being able to bring in a PDF from any source. So if you were in Google Slides and you make your presentation over there, you can download it as a PDF or as a PowerPoint and move it over into the SlideShare system. So you can
Right.
import in what you have already.
Yeah, there are all kinds of formats you can import, and PowerPoint is one of them. And then what's really cool about SlideShare and why I think it's worth it is because if you're not coming up, if your website isn't coming up in Google searches for certain long tail keywords, they might in SlideShare. And you can embed links in your PowerPoints that you upload that are hot links. So they're actually clickable links that you can get to your website, to your offers, to your bio pages, whatever it is you feel that you want to direct people through.
Like
And
your call to actions.
your call to actions, bingo. And what you want to do in those slides is say, click this link in this presentation. Yes, it's clickable on your presentation, because most people don't think they are when they're watching on a video, but it's not a video. It's actually a presentation that they can click.
Exactly.
So,
And you mentioned the SEO side, and it's it is a visual, Google's always trying to get more relevant information, easier to consume. You've seen the little helpful hint ones that go to the top. I mean, slideshares are just another way that Google is getting the information out quickly. And they will show up. I've had my SlideShares show up in very, very hard to get keywords. So it's worth it for that alone.
Yeah. And so where do you put your keywords? In your title, in the description, and in the presentation itself, would you think? Or
yes,
does it
everywhere.
Okay.
Well, the more relevant you are. In your PowerPoint, I don't think it reads the text in the PowerPoint, but
Right.
but I do think that there's for sure in your description and an exact match for that keyword phrase. So long tail keyword is something that Laura mentioned, and that's just if you have one keyword which is like marketing, that might be a tougher, more competitive phrase. So the longer one would be, marketing with SlideShare. Now we're talking about a very specific keyword phrase.
Now we got to make a slideshare of this presentation.
Which I was like, well, maybe we show how it's done on the next one, or Laura does a little walkthrough and says, here's what we're doing.
And by the way, you can download like a Canva presentation into PowerPoint and then upload it into SlideShare. So, if you are loving that platform to create your presentations, go for it. They'll look really hot. And also you want to put in those hot links, those clickable links into your presentation if you want to drive traffic.
And in a visual way. So if you use your short link, your bit.ly, or I personally like Rebrandly, or one of those where I can edit my link after, because gosh, it's horrible when you have a link out there you can't go change. But let's say you have your little short link and you actually put that text on the screen. Don't say click here, put the text. So in case somebody for some reason can't click on it, at least they can go to that short link.
And we should do a whole show on short links too, because we love pretty links as well. And that's where you can create a link that's customized to your website. Oh, yes. It's so exciting. Oh, we're going to do a show on that.
I was going to say, I'm writing it down. We'll do that one for sure. So, and like you said, you can grow followers. You can actually pull people over. But I know you're going to talk about how we can also put this out. I'm guessing that's what you're going into now.
Yes. So say you put it up on SlideShare, you've embedded it on a blog, you've put it on, you could put it on a web page if you have a landing page, or even a page where you want to capture more leads. I mean, it's okay to put it in there or have people opt in and then send them to SlideShare. But I love this. Couple things. One is, if you're a speaker, why not drive people to your SlideShare to get your presentation? Okay, you're going to be found more. You're putting in Google Juice in there. Whoop, whoop, right?
So you mean from the stage, like you're doing a speaking engagement and you're going to drive people over to get the slides.
Right. Exactly. You can say, okay, everybody, this is available at slideshare.net/whatever, it is, or you say slideshare.net and search for my long tail keyword, right? So it's really, really fascinating how that can happen. And you know what? Raul is really excited. So thank you, Raul, and thanks, Leticia, for your love. We love that you're here. So okay,
I don't know if you mentioned that you can put this on your social media too. So you can take the link, and it does show a preview. So when you're picking and putting it up onto SlideShare, make sure that you pick a cover that you like, because that, your thumbnail is what's going to show when you share it out to social media. So I like to make at least that first slide pretty engaging and strategic.
Yes. And you can, and you can get featured on SlideShare. Did you know that? If you get 15 to 30 tweets, for example, you're going to be shown at the bottom of the SlideShare homepage as popular on SlideShare. Right. So again,
let's test it out, guys. We're going to do one and you're going to tweet about it. So we can get featured.
We should have done that for this, but we'll do it. We'll let you know the next time when we have
it's like a part 1, part 2. We're going to definitely have some more things on this topic, I'm sure.
Yeah. So definitely share it to your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Pinterest. And then you can get featured in there hot on those channels. So I love this. And I love also LinkedIn, because they are married. They're married. So now you're doubling your juice, right? You can get searched for and found on either one of those networks. And again, in your description, you can put information, but you can't put a hot link except to a slide. So you could put a hot link to a slide that's your call to action.
Yep. And one thing about doing your LinkedIn, if you do the SlideShare and you have it, you can embed it in the publishing platform on LinkedIn. So you can add that to your article through there, or you can add it as your featured item on the top in your
Or both.
LinkedIn. Right. You can do both. Yes, absolutely.
So
And you should.
we've done LinkedIn before, but on LinkedIn, there's articles you can publish and there's posts you can publish. We're recommending an article. Of course, you can do it as a post too later on or before or whatever, but then write your whole article, embed your SlideShare, and then you can share that as a post and you can feature that as well.
Correct.
And the feature shows up on sort of the top third of your profile.
Mm-hmm.
So if that is something that you're really proud of, that drives a lot of traffic, that it showcases your expertise, it should go on the featured section. And look for our previous episode on hot changes in LinkedIn because we talk about the featured section in there.
Yes. And the audio little clip, that was an interesting one. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, on the top by your name.
A little audio on LinkedIn.
You should check out that post.
Or check out our LinkedIn channels because you'll see a little speaker there and check out what we put in there. It's really cool. So, like any network, social network, you want to invite people to follow you on SlideShare, and you can do that in a slide in your presentation. So just add an extra slide that you pop into each presentation you're going to load up that says, be sure to follow me for my next, SlideShare. And you can get known as a curator of incredible content and resources.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're presenting already, why not do this? If you're already creating these, I know Laura has some great ones with Social Buzz Club. So, if you're already doing that hard work, just repurpose it. It will just take you a couple seconds to put it over on that platform.
Yeah. And so it's not only for the live stage, it's for the virtual stage. You can direct people right there. So if you don't have a way to give people access to your SlideShare, to your presentations easily, SlideShare is a great way because it does so many other things for you, right?
Mm-hmm. It's great.
It is great. So, and it used to be slideshare.net, but they also now have slideshare.com. So I did say slideshare.net, but it works for slideshare.com. I just verified that for you all. I was like, I think they changed that. It's been
Wonderful.
around a while. Yes, it's great. So definitely check it out. Go to slideshare.com and play around. Let us know when you're doing it. Hey, why not? We'll help you shout out about it. Put your presentation up there. We'd love to see it. And we'll help you get some juice there, right?
Absolutely. Tag us.
Oh, tag us. Even better. Very cool. So yeah, there's all kinds of SlideShares up that you can be benefiting from. And don't forget to put your keywords in your description. That's similar to YouTube, like your title and your description. And we will do a show on YouTube, by the way, coming soon.
Yes, we have lots of show ideas now.
We do. We always come up with good stuff here, right?
Absolutely.
All right, everyone. If you have any ideas or have a unique way of using SlideShare, please feel free to add your information here, and we will be back next time. Bye.
Bye.